Welcome to Kharis Tutorials. I'm Simeon. I'll be taking us through how I made my wonderful dress with butterfly cone. To make this butterfly cone, you can make use of a hard net, a sieve, or a peplum stick. And the measurements we're going to be needing are the underbust measurements, the full length, the shoulder measurements, the bust circumference, underbust circumference, waist and hip circumference measurements. I'll be using 2.5 yards of fabric, and you might be needing more than that. So if you're watching this tutorial, don't forget to watch the concluding part of it so you won't miss out. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel or Africa TV. Also click on the notification button to get notification for our upcoming videos. You can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at Africa TV. You can also follow me on Facebook and on Instagram at Kharis Kreations. So let's move on. Alright, I'm going to start with the front bodice, and to fold your fabric, you need to fold with the highest measurement. Since it's a gown, my highest circumference measurement is the hip. So the hip measurement plus 8 divided by 4 is 11 inches. It's still the same as your measurement. That's the hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches, which is your sewing allowance. The length of my dress is 42 inches. So I have 42 plus 3 inches, that's 45 inches is the length of my dress, 45 inches. And here I have 8.5 inches measured down from the shoulder, 8.5 inches, and the underbust measurement of 12 inches. Here I have 13 inches, that's plus 1 inch. And from there, the next thing I'm going to do is to get the shoulder measurement. Shoulder divided by 2, that's 14 divided by 2. I have 7 inches. And on my 8.5, I'm going to bring out the bust measurement. So the bust plus 8 divided by 4 is 10.5 inches. The underbust circumference measurement is going to be below my underbust. That's from shoulder to underbust. So I'll take the circumference measurement this way. Plus 8 divided by 4, I have 9 inches. The waist measurement, you can take the distance between the underbust circumference and the waist. I have 6 inches, which is the distance. And the waist measurement plus 8 divided by 4, 9.5. The same thing from the distance between the waist and the hip. You can take that as well. So I have 6 inches as well. And the measurement here is 11 inches. That's hip plus 8 divided by 4. And at the base, since it's a pencil gown, I'm going to subtract 1 inch from the hip measurement. I got 11 inches here, so the base measurement is 10 inches. I'm going to connect this measurement, then we'll cut. First, we have the armhole. You can use your curve and you can just trace this out to get your armhole. Then I have the bust to the underbust circumference measurement. Then to the waist. And also to the hip. So from the hip straight down to the 10 inches. So this is the front, and I'm going to cut. Now to get the back, I'm going to fold my fabric and I'll add my zipper allowance to the back. Place the front on it to get whatever I have. Alright, I folded my fabric with my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. Yours can be 2 and it can be 1 inch. That's your choice. So I'm just going to trace out the shape by the side. Next thing to do is to bring out the neck design. And to do that, you can always have a neck design of your choice. So I'm going to bring out a cano neck for both the front and the back. And to do that, the width measurement is 5.5 inches and the depth of 3 inches. You can use your curve to create the shape, and if you can trace it out, that's if you don't have the curve set, you can just sketch it out. So it's the same measurement for both the front and the back. You can have the front neck design. The neck design is your choice. So, and I'm going to slanten the shoulder by 1 inch. I'm going to slit the back. Alright, I'm also going to make it a princess dart. You can have a straight dart, that's your choice. So first, I need to get the measurement from the shoulder to the nipple point, which is 9.5 inches. And on the armhole, I'm going to measure down 4 inches. 4 inches. The dart measurement from the middle is 4 inches. So, but for this measurement, I'll be using 3.5 inches. So I'll just add half inch for my sewing. Okay, so from my armhole now, which is the 4 inches, I'm going to bring out a curve shape. You can use any of your curve sets to get that, and you can trace it out if you can. Alright, so I guess we are done with the main dress. Cut the sleeve. I need just a straight fabric with the length of 10 inches. And since I'm going to double it, so I just folded my fabric into two, and I'll be cutting the two sleeves at once. So I need 10 inches for the length plus my seam allowance. I'm going to measure 11 inches. 11 inches. Alright, I have 11 inches, and this is 5 inches, so I can hold my fabric at the edge and also plus the same allowance of half an inch. So I have 5 inches wide. So this is for the two sleeves. I'll be turning it this way. So I'll join this part to the shoulder, and I need to fold this part in. So I have the two sleeves. Alright, so for that I'm folding a single flay, and I need 7 of that with the length of 18 inches. I have 18 inches, and I need 7 of this. can just fold the triangle shape to get whatever shape you need, the length and also the width. Alright, so I have all the pieces and I'm going to cut lining for each of these. You can as well use your fabric as the lining, but first we need to iron either a soft stay, soft wadding. You can use a soft wadding, you can use a peplum stay, but I'll be using a soft wadding. So you need to iron that as well. Then I'll cut lining for the main dress. So in case you're watching this is not the end of the tutorial. You still need to watch the concluding part, so don't miss out. Alright, we're done with the cutting. I told you it's gonna be wonderful. Don't forget to watch the concluding part of it, because I told you you don't want to miss out. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at Africa TV. You can also follow me on Facebook and on Instagram at Kharis Kreations. Click on the subscribe button if you love this video. Also click on the notification bell so as to get notification for our upcoming videos. I still remain Simeon Grace. Till I see you next class. Stay cool.